Today we heard about a big problem out west, something called a drought. While we enjoy the fresh mornings in Florida after night rains, California hasn't had rain for 3 months. It's hard to imagine how tough it must be for the plants and trees over there. We decided to go on a mission to help the dry places. We traveled through other states like Nevada and Arizona, where they also have droughts in the summer. We needed to find places to help as quickly as we could. We saw that the land was getting dry. Even from the rocket's window, we could see the soil was parched, and the plants looked sad. Daniel, our brave pilot, dives into all these cliffs, explores rocky canyons, and goes around cliffs. Only the bravest pilots can do that. Sometimes I tell him I'm really scared. I'm Danny Rari, the fluffy one, and at the start of every mission, I'm very chatty because I'm so excited. Daniel is really smart. He always makes sure our rocket is full of fuel and our water containers are filled up before we park it. Imagine how much longer everything would take if we had to do that now. The plants might have completely dried up. But our wise Captain Daniel is focused on flying. When I, Danny Rari, look out the rocket's windshield, I go completely quiet. Flying like this gives me goosebumps. Then Daniel adjusts our flight path a bit, and I realize how noble he is. As we got closer to the big cities in California, we could tell that things were really tough there. In the cities, you could see small trees. But when we flew further into the mountains and fields, we knew that where people don't water the land, things must be really bad. The drought was showing its scary power. Wow, the ground here is all cracked. Come on, Daniel, try to fly as slow as possible so we can see if there's any moisture in those cracks. Maybe we can spot some little seeds hiding from the direct sun in the cracks, waiting for water. I think I see a few seeds in the darkest corners of the cracks. And what's happening near that drying up lake? It seems like the wild horses, which roam all over Arizona, won't be able to come here for a drink anymore. They'll have to run to find other water places. That's really tiring, especially in such hot weather. Poor animals and plants, we need to help. And look over there, all those plants that are almost dried up. I think they can turn green again if we give them the water they need. Shuttle, tell us the main problems causing these issues. The shuttle showed some information on the screen. I'll read it to you.
On YouTube, there are videos where 2 friends show how much water there used to be in a pond just a little over 20 years ago. Let's see how far the water has gone down since then. The pond is barely visible in the distance now. Now they've gone down to a sign that says 2021. In the comments, they say that this water level was recorded just 6 months ago. We can still see how much the water has gone down. In just 6 months, the lake has dried up a lot. They say that in a couple of weeks, boats probably won't be able to float here, and there are accidents where boats scratch the bottom. Now, let's look at what these friends filmed a month ago, and then a month later. Here you can see a boat's propeller just sticking out from under the water. And a month later, the whole boat is very far from the new shore. They didn't even see this boat last time. It was underwater, and now it's sticking out, half buried in the mud like a special monument. A barrel was standing by the shore, and a month later, it's lying far below under a hill. That's how our world is changing, Daniel and Danny Rari. If we could somehow save our Earth, we need to act right now.
But for these dried up places, we can still do something. It looks like we found the 3 driest places. Maybe we should start by planting some seeds so they can reach for the sun. We'll bury them deep so their roots will be even stronger. Then we'll water them well and visit here from time to time to make sure everything is going the right way and water them more if needed. Yes, we can't save the whole planet all at once, but we'll try to see if this method works. If next summer, instead of cracked soil, we see a little patch of grass here, it will be a huge victory for us. Then we'll take other measures, like using this approach in entire states that are fighting against drought. So, we're digging little holes to put some seeds in. These seeds grow really well in dry places. They make a tiny shade above the ground, which will protect other little plants from getting too hot under the sun. Our rocket will set up a small camera here so we can watch how our seeds grow. Some of the plants we're planting look really beautiful, so you'll be able to enjoy some pretty pictures soon. Just wait and don't forget to subscribe. For our bigger plan, Captain Daniel had a long think about where to get the biggest water tank. We thought about tanker trucks, about big containers, but here's what we decided. Daniel asked me to get my personal phone and show him videos I took at our home beach when he was having fun with Mom in the waves. At first, I thought our captain was really tired and missing Mom, but it turned out to be much more interesting. The solution was right there in our family videos. Every weekend, a blimp flies over our local beach. Its only job is to do advertising. Can you imagine? Such a big container just aimlessly flies along the coast and flashes its sides to show people that there are other types of car tires it's advertising. We flew back to Florida, sneaked up on our rocket, grabbed the blimp, filled it up completely with water, and took off to save the drought. I can't wait for Daniel to pour all this water, and all the cracks in the ground will finally get a good drink, and all the roots will soak up this healing liquid. Go for it, Daniel. Just be careful with that heavy load near the rocks. Our rocket isn't as maneuverable with the blimp. I guess we don't need any more comments on what happened next. Everything Daniel planned worked 100%. This piece of Earth is saved. We watched the water spreading for a long time, happy about another good deed done. But just as we were about to fly away, Daniel remembered one more unfinished business. We set up cameras near each little seed we planted during the day in the holes. Let's see what's happening with every blade of grass or flower we put in the ground. Wow! Daniel, take a look at this. They were waiting for water so much that even at night, without waiting for the morning sun, they started to pop up. There are all sorts of flowers here. They were so eager to show their beauty to the world. Just a little more, and all of this could have withered away. A little tragedy nobody knew about. But we're witnessing the triumph of blooming. Let our little viewers keep enjoying the flowers we give them and our dear planet Earth. Let's take care of nature.